Today I'm going to make a seafood stew for you here on the Geezer Guide to Better Living. Some people are intimidated by seafood. Seafood is easy to prepare. You just have to not overcook it. I'm going to show you how. Let's get started. With any good soup or stew, you're going to have to start off with a good base. Because if the base isn't good, the soup or the stew isn't going to be good. So I got a little bit of stock inside my pan, and I'm going to throw in one bouillon cube. It's a chicken bouillon cube, which is not a seafood bouillon cube, but it seems to work for me. It always makes it taste even better, gives a little bit more flavor. So what you're going to do is you're going to dissolve that bouillon cube into the little bit of stock that I have inside my pot. Next, you're going to add in 1 can of crushed tomatoes, that around a little, and you're going to add 1 can of tomato sauce, and 1 8-ounce can of tomato paste. Okay. Stir that around a little bit. Get it nice and smooth and velvety. That's what you want. You don't want it to be watery or soupy, and you don't want it to be too thick. You want it to be velvety. If you ever like tomato bisque soup, that's how you want this base to be. I like to use a meaty fish when I make soups and stews if I use fish. This is a piece of swat. It's very hearty and very thick and dense. It will not break up. It will stand up to the base of the soup. It will not break up into little pieces. I usually will use even like salmon steaks or some fish along that line that will stand up to. You do not want a flaky fish, because the flaky fish will get lost in the sauce. So you want to make sure that you use a hearty, dense fish. This I'm cutting into about 1 inch all around, so that it will be nice size, because it's going to shrink a little bit once the heat hits it. So I'm going to cut this up, and then I'm going to add it into the base. Okay, this has been bubbling for about 30 minutes. As you can see, the onions have become soft, and it's nice and velvety. So I'm going to add in my fish. I'm going to do this in layers. I'm going to add in the fish, then I'm going to add in the seafood medley I have, and then I'm going to add in some baby cooked shrimp at the very end, because I don't want it to cook it all. So I'm going to drop them in at the very end. So we're going to start off with the fish because it's raw, and it'll take a little longer to cook than some of the other stuff. And if you ever did a crab boil, you know that you don't put everything in all at once. You put the potatoes and the corn in first, and then you come back and you put the crabs in, and then you turn around and then you put the shrimp in. The shrimp is always the last thing to put in to a seafood dish because shrimp cooks fairly fast. So we're gonna let that cook for a minute, and then we're gonna add some more ingredients. It's been about 10-15 minutes. The next thing I'm going to be adding to the mix is going to be a seafood mix. It has shrimp, squid, mussels, octopus, and contains certain shellfish combination. So I'm going to add that in to the mix. I know some of y'all are saying, what the hell? Because a lot of black people don't eat this kind of stuff, but I'm from Florida, and if it comes out the sea and it don't eat us first, we eat it. So that's how I feel about it. And I love some octopus and some squid. Okay, now I'm gonna let that go, come back to a boil for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna add the shrimp, and that'll be it. That has come to a boil and been boiling for about 10-15 minutes. Now the last thing I'm going to add in is the shrimp. These are already cooked, so I'm going to cut off the heat and just let them marinate in the sauce. I just want an extra shrimp. I like shrimp. Everybody loves shrimp. And now I'm just going to let it just sit and become what it is. For those of you who have never tried this before, I ask you to give it a chance. This is healthy and it's good. We're going to work out, we're going to eat healthy, and we're going to be on somebody's beach half naked this year. So stick with me. I'm Will here. This is the Geezer Guide to Better Living, and I will see you next time. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Please check out my art website. On Redbubble, I am Geezer Art. And on Fine Arts America, I am BillTheBarber.pixels.com. Thanks again.